Start recording as well. Sweet. Good. I'm just gonna post in Discord as well that we're going.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm alright. How are you, Mario?
Content. I'm good, thanks. I am good. I'm gonna.
Did you get the test results back?
Oh yeah, I did.
Sure.
I don't have COVID. Just in case. Just in case you were worried.
Yeah. I was a little bit, yeah.
I was very concerned.
Oh, well, that's very
Oh,
kind of
Neox,
you.
yeah.
Very
My
kind of
favorite Div 1 player.
My favorite Div 1 manager.
you. Div 1 manager. Oh yeah, because you guys are in the
I
same
better
team.
be. I better be.
So, how did game week 2 go for your team, Neox? So you guys, let's have a look here.
I mean,
you won.
I think we did well, but we only got to play like 35 minutes, and then the server crashed, and then
Then the
I think
drama
most
happened.
people know what happened. But
Yeah.
if someone missed, Crayon kind of ditched his team and received a ban.
Yes.
So there were no more games played.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate actually. Well,
yeah,
it's
I mean,
always sad.
It was very unfortunate that the server crashed. Like it kind of ruined the entire thing.
Yeah, I mean, was it the Dota server that crashed?
Yeah, the Dota server crashed in the middle of a team fight, and
Jeez.
then I mean we already spent like I don't know, like 50 minutes I guess for like, and we didn't have any result. So some of them wanted like a 1-1 tie and then go best of 1 basically, but we didn't really want that because we felt like we were winning game 1 and we felt like we were the strongest team. And then Crayon got kind of tilted about it or something like that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So it was unfortunate.
I'm just trying to make sure my stream is okay. Hold on here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, that's just really weird to me. Why do they want a 1-1? Like, I didn't get that.
It was like, I don't know, Crayon didn't feel like playing like multiple games because it was getting late or something. I'm not sure. Basically, everyone else wanted either remake with same heroes or a fresh new best of 3, and we were down for either one of those, but Crayon wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think it would be more fair to go like a full best of 3, because when you make it into best of 1, it's such a coin flip, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, there was quite a few people unsatisfied with. I mean, you sign up to something, you make a commitment, and then you just can't follow through. And it's fine.
I think it was kind of weird because he left and then he started playing like pubs. So
yeah,
that was.
I mean, Crayon plays Dota every day, all day.
Yeah.
So it is.
I think it was a big dick move. I hope there's some way they can get some games. I heard Sky was very upset because he dedicated like a lot of practice and stuff for this.
You're gonna be upset, aren't you? I mean, it's the star player that leaves. He's not easily replaceable.
Yeah, exactly, and like it's not like, even if they were losing games, at least they're playing the games that they signed up for, right? But now they're just out of luck.
It was a super dick move by Crayon.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm sad because Crayon's like, I mean, class him as a friend. So, but
yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, you could hear it in his voice, right? He genuinely was upset that he was doing it. Like, he wasn't doing it just to be a dick, but
yeah.
But I mean, if you don't want to play, then you're not obligated. There's no money involved. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Like it is a bit harsh on those who are with you and whatever. But at the end of the day, people just do what they want. Okay, let's have a wee look at your predictions, Neox. Let's see.
I think
how well you did.
Hit most of the wins, right? But I didn't get the scores correct. Right?
Yeah, so that was kind of. I mean, Den's team 2-0'd Ben 1's team. Yeah, because of. Was that another?
One was a forfeit.
Yeah, one was a forfeit.
Yeah, that was the forfeit win. Yeah.
And then Malala's team, Ready Das team. Was that. Was there something else going on there? No, I think they just played.
I know in this game, second game, there was a lot of drama
I didn't link the games. All I've done is link the teams. So if you want to check out the games,
I
you
watched
just
it,
click
so I can give basically the summary is Play was very disappointed with his mid player and kind of decided to grief him second game.
Oh yes. Oh,
There
so
was
that was
some-
this game. Yeah. So I know about this. So
Yeah.
I mean, from the way I heard it, Play. I think it can be taken in a few ways. So I think it could be taken in that Play was actively griefing his team, or he was just making a bad play, understanding it was a bad play, and then not doing anything to fix it.
The way I saw it, Play actively tried to like grief Inksack because he was disappointed or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how I interpreted it.
Yeah. It is. I mean, he went. I mean, I think I've chatted to a few people who've watched the game, and they said that it did look like he was trying to grief.
Yeah.
I mean, he went brown boots, Ags.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's something I'll do. I mean, I won't go brown boots, but I will rush Ags in my pause 4 pubs. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a saint, but still not good.
And I'm sure we've all griefed a game. Intentionally or unintentionally at one point.
I mean, unintentionally is very easy, man. Happens like every day.
I'm almost
but...
griefing every game unintentionally at this point.
I
mean, last on Wednesday, my first game, I griefed my team so hard. I went like 2-16, and then the second game, turns out I did actually grief my team again, but just in a much more subtle way.
It's fine. If you're not the highest MMR, you're not expected to perform. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
I mean, I'd rather have someone unintentionally grief than someone who actually enters the game with the mindset to fuck someone else over for no reason.
Yeah.
Because then, like, how do you move on from that, like, next years and stuff?
I mean, you can, right?
It kind of destroys team morale, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it destroys the trust between players, right? Which is the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm. Right, let's have a wee look towards day 3. So but before we do that, I actually have YouTube clips of all Div 1, Div 2, Div 3, and Div 4, and there's actually a Div 5 game going on right now. So
is that? Who's playing Div 5?
The Gregio signed.
Gregio versus
their first week game that they never played.
But
all I did was kind of record through the major bits, and I didn't edit it at all. So you're just gonna have to like skip over the bits and me like figuring it out. So I'm sorry. But I just thought it'd be interesting. This just some parts. Oh, so this is the game that Paul fed, or not fed. He just died a lot.
Yeah, Paul's on the icky team, right? He's the puck, right?
He's the puck.
He is the puck.
Yeah.
And
he's against Icky. He's on Woo's team.
Yeah. So
also a player who received the ban.
Yes, also a player who's received the ban. But he was a bit more genuine about it. He knew that there would be a replacement.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
First of all, he waited for the games to be played, and then he gave like a fair warning. In my opinion, he gave a pretty fair warning to his captain and his players that it just isn't working. And so he gave them some chance of finding a replacement for tomorrow's series, which I think is at least somewhat good, somewhat respectful. You know?
Yeah. So let's look at this. Let's look at this little replay. So I wanted to understand a few things looking at this replay. I want to understand how a player who is very good, because I personally rate Paul really highly, having watched a few of his games and seen him in voice comms. I like the way he's a bit of a memer in voice comms. That's just my personal preference. But I was like, how does this player die so many times? What is causing that? Is there anything to be learned there? So if you skip to about, I mean, if you skip, I've kind of got pictures like the laning phase here. I'm at 18, 19 on the clock. About a minute into the video.
See you later, nerds.
Yeah.
And Burge, I think quite cleverly has maxed his W in the CK lane. Oh, sorry, I'm just fixing my settings here.
So basically, I don't know, 20 deaths is way too much.
21 deaths.
Make that clear, but it's very easy to, on a hero like Puck that has basically very like bad stats. Like this hero has low HP, low armor, like low everything basically, low movement speed. If you get behind in a lane like this, you're constantly gonna get run down by enemy carry, and he can't really do anything. You can orb like every 15 seconds. You can orb away. You're never gonna be able to approach this creep lane.
Yeah, you have to hide. You can't approach your creep.
Yeah. So every time he shows, you're gonna see Burge straight run at him or like W him, or he's just not letting puck be close to creeps ever.
Yeah, and then it's very easy for the CK to play the lane, right? Because puck makes one mistake and he just dies. Like you can't afford to make mistakes on this lane.
Yeah. So I have a question for you actually. Is why didn't puck get more help in this lane then? Because when I'm an off laner and I've died
there's
6
no
times
way you can really do anything anymore. Like this Pango hero is a really weak laner, and you're already behind on the puck. Like just sack the lane, try to get anything on Paul, try to make something happen on the other side of the map, which is probably what Mika's doing, or who's their possible.
Yeah, it's Mikkel, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikkel's on the Pango, and I think someone else on the.
I think they probably thought, alright, let's just try to give Puck soul XP, maybe he gets 6 at some point and then he can be useful. And I'm gonna try to go like help out mid and top instead.
Yeah. So let's skip to I want to there's a high ground, there's a few high ground things that are pretty interesting. About maybe let's go for about 6 minutes in the video. So I've got about 32 minutes 30 on the clock.
Sure.
Because I thought, because like if you look at the network, that's a scary arc board. But yeah, but look, Paul just like I think you tried to engage just on that high ground fight there. I just thought
That's a very sad puck.
Yeah, and like I mean this is my team. Big respect to the boys. They just got good heroes at dealing with their team. Like look at Burge just literally standing there. I mean he dies here, I think.
He has ages, so he doesn't really care.
But they have to expend so much just to save this place.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah, I think like they drafted a few too many weak laners, or like weak early game. Like Puck is very notoriously bad in the early game, like in lanes. Pango is one of the worst phosphors for laning. His Arc Warden only wants to farm for first like 30 minutes of the game with his Midas. So basically it's gonna be like Witch Doctor and Lifestealer or something like that, trying to fight off this aggression.
Yeah, I mean the problem is because Paul did had a rough lane, they have nobody that can like control the tempo and initiate for them, so they're constantly getting ran.
I think this Puck got like level 6 at minute like 13, 14, something like that. Some like really awful.
Yeah.
You can't even get a coil kill to recover because you're not even 6.
And also you'll be trusting that Arc Warden to do. You're like, okay, well, obviously I can't do anything here, so I just need to have Arc Warden do things.
Yeah.
So all he needs to do is get his coil off. And I think I follow his perspective. He gets a good coil, but they're just so far behind.
It's just too late, honestly.
Yeah, at this point the game's over, pretty much.
The thing is, when you lose a lane that hard, where the CK can 1v1 lane and win really hard, you're still playing 4v4 on the rest of the map, right? So you're not really creating space on the puck with these steps, because it's just you against CK.
Yeah.
If it's like CK and Grim or something, at least your team is playing 4 versus 3, right? But when you're this far behind, where you're just like 1v1 losing, then it's really hard for your team.
I guess that's a fine balance between like wanting to like creating space for your team and then also not just feeding all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's hard when you get into that cycle of like, well, I need to go there, and you die or whatever.
I probably should have tried to like cut some waves or
yeah, I was gonna say that. Don't you just go cut the wave after like the second death when you see he's alone?
Inconvenience the CK. Like if he decides to run after you, he's gonna miss like 1 creep to tower or something like that. You just can't let him free farm and then get kills on top of it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's put in some predictions. I'll put in Syrphx here, and I'll put in Neox here. Sorry, I didn't do your name in caps.
That's fine.
Weird, Chan.
Doesn't bother me.
Right, so you are up against this week, Neox. You're up
against Harb being replaced.
Oh, you're up against my team.
Yeah, your team's gonna get fucking destroyed, Mario.
Getting downstairs for sure.
I mean, maybe with the loss of Harb, we'll lose a bit of that magic.
Mm,
But my
I think
team,
even with half there, my team destroys yours.
I really think you're overestimating. I really do.
I
I
don't
think-
overestimate.
still with gods.
Yeah,
think,
you're lacking info.
I think this will be one of the best series of the weekend. And my team, I was chatting to my team earlier.
I think we're definitely the two strongest teams in the group. But
and my team are very excited to play this game, just for a good game of Dota.
yeah, I think it's gonna be good. And there's no like, I like this. Both our teams are very similar in how we built them. There's no like giga star player, right? They have Icky, which is like pretty good, but he's like a post 4, right?
Icky
And
is
we
a
have
star, man. Icky's so good.
yeah, but there's no like Crayon or Shytek. There's not gonna be any fucking Arc Warden or more.
Yeah. There's nobody. There's no like one guy that you look to and like immediately think he's gonna carry this game.
It's more like
I look at Burge and
Dota.
think that actually, honestly.
Mm.
But like,
don't know.
go look honestly. Burge was at the top of my list in my draft. Don't believe me? Hold on. Where's my Google Drive? I actually had him to play Pause 3. What sheet? When I was drafting my players for Div 1. Burge, look at that. Well, I know you can't see, but people on
I'm
stream,
looking.
people on stream, you can see Burge top of
Yeah.
my list. And people are sleeping on him. And he played so well. He's played so
Wait,
well.
you're mega sleeping on Ovi. What the fuck?
He's been playing so well.
I think Burge is good, but I would never rate him in the same category as Crane or Shytek,
Yeah, that
or
was
even
just-
like Wu.
well,
I think.
I mean, he outcarried the crap out of Wu in that last series.
I mean, but the Wu team.
I mean-
That's what I was saying. The Wu team is constructed in the same way the Crayon and Shytek team, where you have one really strong player and then the rest is very subpar, and then it's like very different Dota.
yeah.
Both
Yeah.
our teams are like more 5-man on similar levels.
It's like I'd describe it as both teams are very well rounded.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think there's not gonna be any like 4 protect 1 style of Dota or like drafts. It's gonna be more like we draft 5 good heroes for everyone, and everyone's gonna make plays.
Mhm.
Like no one's gonna be like cucked into playing some just like Magnus to buff my 70 coin player or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
So I think it's gonna be fun.
yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I wouldn't underestimate my team though. Definitely not. They'll
I
come at
mean,
you.
there's no way I'm gonna give your team any wins. Like, don't cheat. My mentality has to be
Oh,
that we're the stronger team and we're gonna win.
Nice. That's the confidence I like to see from my players.
Sorry, I should change my stream title.
That's what I like to see from my players.
Close this. Sorry, I need to change my stream title and stuff because I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to do all this stuff. Is it here?
Wait, I actually managed to get some games in earlier today. In, some of
Oh
the-
yeah. In that tournament, right? How did that
Yeah.
go?
EC2O
Nice.
was against some immortal stack. Apparently they had someone who was like 7k ish. So
Not enough to stop my team.
pretty good result.
Nice. I like it. I mean, it means I didn't have to find scrims. Very nice.
I feel like it was pretty important now that we didn't really get to play any.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, thank
Okay.
you to the people that followed. But as I've said in my previous stream, untick the bell. Untick it. You don't want notifications from this stream. It's just not worth it. Okay. So you guys, well, okay. If you guys think, well, I guess that's your team and that's your team. So, but nah. Sorry, it's gonna be 2-0. Actually, you know what? I'll give you one victory.
Weak.
I'll give you one.
He's admitting to losing. Weird champ.
No, I'm just admitting to some hype Dota. Everyone loves that game 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ben 1 versus Malala. So that's the Shift team versus the Shytek team.
I think for sure Shift's got 2-0 that series.
Yes, I think Shift wins this. Or the Shift team
I
wins
think
this.
their team should have got some practice in now. They have had 2 series so far. I feel like they should have rounded out some of the kinks they had in the first series. They should be really strong.
And they've done really well so far.
Yeah.
Only dropped one game.
Yeah.
Look at those 100% win rates. Oof.
And
That
playing
is
against Shift, like
strong.
I feel like Shift's gonna know how to play around this Shytech, like one really good player and then 4 somewhat weak.
Yeah.
He's gonna know. He's gonna go into the series. He's gonna have like a draft in mind or a game plan in mind to stop this.
I still think you could underestimate that Ben 1 team. I think Christy Bacon, El Nino, even Bikabau could be underestimated. I'm gonna give one game to that team. I see going to 3 games.
Can see that, but I think Shift should come out on top. That's my guess.
Ready Das Den. So you've got the play stack versus the Den stack.
Have we actually seen this Den team play?
I know.
Didn't they get 2 forfeit series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the N-Sphere team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got 2 forfeits.
But I know they've played some scrims, right? Because I think I saw it on the Madsen server that they were scrimming. So at least they've got some practice in. It's a good sign.
I mean, that team, people really rate that team. I mean, in terms of just like, I mean, it's a bit random with the 5 offlaners, but
I mean,
people seem to
they
think
have
it's
pretty good players, but I'm very interested to see how well this logical guy plays. Same with this Arvid guy. I have no clue about him.
Yeah.
So
I
lack a bit too much info.
I don't know.
Really
I know it's hard. This one's actually hard because both the teams have had. I can't.
And this Redditus team has had a lot of issues. And I can't think it's like gotten any better. It's probably a lot of like.
I mean, I look at play, and I'm wondering if they have the issues resolved or at least somewhat resolved.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the question.
Like, who's even gonna like take care of this issue? Like, Play doesn't want to because he's on one end, and Inksack probably doesn't want to either because he's on the other end. I'm not sure if Todd is like the person who will step up and resolve it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Frosty and Olav won't.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident they won't resolve that.
But again, even if these players don't talk to each other, it's still Div 1. They can still pull out a performance, you know.
But playing like five solo against like 5 as an actual team is uncomparable. You're just gonna fall apart.
I mean, I've given it to that Den team purely
I think
because
I'm gonna give it to Den, but I think this Redditus team has the potential to upset.
Yeah, I always thought that team was quite strong.
Yeah.
I mean, I give them one game. I think it depends on if they've at least got their issues somewhat sorted out.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Rue Mouse series is just. I mean, Agnitos is now playing for Rue's team. I'm pretty sure, so that's just a 2-0.
I've heard Agnitos is playing POS 5 now for Team Rue.
So who's offlane in Rue?
And then Mikkel or Real is playing offlane.
I could say both of them I think can flex to offlane.
Yeah, I think so. Should be fine, I think.
I think I would rather see Really on that offlane and Mikkel on the 4, I think. I mean, I've seen Mikkel play
honestly, I think
really well
Mikkel's playstyle fits POS 3 a lot more than POS 4.
Do we know who's replacing Crayon, or do we not know?
No one.
From what I've heard, that team is kind of doomed. Agnitos is replacing Paul, and Crayon is out, so it's only 3 players, and they're missing like.
They're just gonna get a forfeit win then.
It's very hard to replace Crayon, and Agnitos fills a pretty good role in that team as well, I think, in terms of like captaining and drafting and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't see that team like playing anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite sad because it's always sad to see teams disbanded.
Hopefully Sky can get to stand in for someone. Same goes for the other players. Maybe they get a few games at least in mini.
I'm sorry, I'm calling it. My team's gonna win. All right. We played Crayon team when they were full strength. Easy victory. Easy.
Wait, you changing?
Last week.
Alright, Mario. I'll let you after the games and tell you that we've won.
last time we played that root team full strength, easy win.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good. I can't wait to win.
Right.
I can't wait to win one mini. I'm gonna Div 5.
Can't wait to
We're
win
on the
back
up, but
to
we'll
back
see.
mini.
But we'll see. I think there's still some exciting Dota to be played in Div 1, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
I mean, we're still in group stages. Like,
yeah.
Last mini, my team went like 0 losses in group stage, and then we started looking a lot shaky before recovering. But like playoffs is a whole different thing, man.
Yeah, it's a different beast, really, isn't it?
Especially when you get into the lower bracket and you start thinking about like eliminations. We're playing like 1-1 in a best of 3. Dude, like even just drafting at that point, you're like, you don't want to mess up the draft. Like you lose instantly by doing some bad mistake, like giving a free timber or brood game or something like that.
Yeah,
it's like completely different Dota from these group stage matches.
Right, let's jump to Div 2. That was a pretty successful Div 1. Again, Div 1 has kind of been talked to death because of all the drama there. And obviously we can't talk about one series because it's pretty much over. So we'll just have to see what the outcome of that is. I think from an admin perspective, I think the more players we have involved in the league, the more likely this is to happen until there's further incentives not to.
I think biggest issue that I've heard is like the MMR spread is still a bit too large. Like, because there's only like 2 7k plus, or 3 if you count shift.
Yeah.
And they go for like really crazy coin amounts, and then they don't really enjoy the season. Like Crayon really doesn't enjoy like playing this Dota where he's 1v9, right? It's not very fun to have all the pressure on your shoulder every game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So if you somehow could get at least like 8 people at the top level that can compete with each other, because then coin values are not going to be as extreme. But I mean, it's very hard to make that happen for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, it'll be something that we look at, and that's why main season kind of balances itself out as well. But yeah, anyway, let's go Div 2. Let's go to Div 2. So let's see what predictions you got right. Okay, we all predicted that Dan would beat Debowie. I thought Debowie might sneak in a game, but that was not the case. I think this Dan team's just strong. I said it last. I did say it last week that people have been sleeping on Tribo a bit.
Man, I missed one match in Div 2 on my prediction.
Nice.
Unlucky, man.
Nice.
Madsen.
Yes, you did. And I was hyping up this Madsen team, but you guys were like, nah. But this Madsen team pulled out the bag. They played really well.
They dropped one game.
I think that is my clip, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
Is that Madsen game? Let's see. Yes, it is. And this game, hold on, let me just double check what happened in this game. I picked this game for a reason. I think this was their loss. This was their loss. Yeah, this was game 1, and it was their loss because they clawed their way back in, and then they lost, which was kind of unfortunate.
All right.
And that's why I picked this game. So let's have a look. Actually, let's see what happened. Oh no, I'll actually do it on my thing. Yeah.
This is Madsen 5, isn't it?
Yeah, Madsen 5. What were the talking points of this game? This was actually a weird game, and to be honest, the reason why we're doing these kind of Dota things right now, I thought it'd be interesting to look at how the different divisions play around team fights, what like the general kind of standard of play was, and just like pick out some different things. Okay, let's find the bit that I was looking at in this game. Because I was trying to find the moment the Madsen team got themselves back in. So I'm at 2 minute 30 in the video, and like 26 minutes in, they're 10k behind. Like 10k behind is pretty significant at 26 minutes.
Substantial at that time.
Definitely.
Say that's probably like a 20% chance of like coming back.
Yeah, and the Anti-Mages had a pretty horrible time. The Mars is even lower farmed. And I actually looked for a reason why this team... hold on, I can't...
came back.
Yeah, why it came back. And it actually wasn't one reason. They just kind of played, I think, the way their team was meant to play.
I mean, it looks like they're playing the map very well.
Yeah, and Acid also put in some really good performances, really good like little plays that kind of helped his team. But I
don't know. I think Acid is up there on Div 2 players. I think he might be the best Div 2 player in the division.
Yeah, there's probably a shout.
Just my opinion, though.
There's probably a shout for that, honestly. Yeah, so I actually was looking. There's a fight. Oh, right, yeah. So there's a fight at, if you go to about. So Anti-Mage gets, oh yeah, it's actually beautiful. Anti-Mage gets picked off by, he gets picked off loads of times by the RPM at 3:45 in the video.
Yeah.
So he gets picked off by the Magnus RP. And again, they're 9k ahead, but this was the moment on Dotabuff that it said that they came back into the game. And I was like, what's going on?
I think it's fun, right? They're taking fights away from their towers, and their lanes are pushing. So
looks like this Slark might go down here. Maybe? Not sure. But yeah, like when you're behind like this, if you take fights that are like slightly even, it's usually good for you. So you're gonna get more comeback gold than the enemies like get for kills.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna like lose map control when you take even fights.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, like they just played well. Like you see Acid just like running to his team, like doing the right thing.
It looks like they took a really good fight here, and they're gonna regain a lot of map. That's a full team wipe.
Yeah, and that's without the Anti-Mage as well. So Anti-Mage can go now do Anti-Mage things. And they just, I think
it's very costly when. All right, so what happens is when you get like this 10k net worth lead, you're taking like most of the outer towers. You start building up all this map control, basically the entire map. You have vision set up, you have people set up on the high grounds. It's very hard for enemy team to do anything. If you lose one of these fights like really badly, then suddenly the map's just gonna shrink instantly to your like tier 2s, tier 1s. And suddenly enemy team can farm like 60% of the map instead of 20%. And you're probably gonna be dead for like 50, 60 seconds because it's pretty late into the game. So it just gives like full minute of enemy team to just farm the entire map when you lose one of these fights.
Yeah. And Acid got picked off, so if you go to about 6 minutes in the video, so there comes a point, and this was the other big turning point. This was actually the moment that it now went into Dire's favor. As Acid was picked off, and I think this happens quite a lot. Is that a hero
looks like it's save your buddy kind of syndrome is happening.
Is that like a hero gets picked off, they die, and then by the time that the team can re-engage, that hero's back up again. So Acid just comes into this fight and just starts to like kind of dominate it, even though the Anti-Mage isn't there. And they're taking a good fight.
It looks like they're like overextending. They get this one good pick off, and then they overstay their
it looks like Radiant team is definitely, they're feeling the pressure, right?
Yeah, they're like, we're ahead, we're against an Anti-Mage, we need to go. And
yeah, for sure. Like this is why I like banning out aim when I know I'm playing against aim players, because it just makes the Dota harder to play, right? You have to always consider this guy. It's like cutting waves. It's like pushing your towers. It's really
he's really annoying to deal with.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to like Arc Warden as well. Like these heroes that just makes Dota hard to play.
And then unfortunately, go to like 8 minute 40 in the video. So Anti-Mage, he's like playing around this area of the map, which is what he should be doing. But this is the kind of thing that gets punished. This blink is so unfortunate. Blinks in, and there's just like a party waiting there for him.
Yeah.
And and that Anti-Mage is probably the reason that they struggled. Is that, and then that was the way back in. Hey Ogre Boy, we're watching. I've got little clips of each division, so we're in Div. We're just watching a bit of Div 2. Aston actually won this series, so this is game 1 where they lost, and But they made it back in when they were 10k down, and I just thought it'd be interesting to figure out what they did to make
I
it
think this is one of the dangers of picking AM on people who are not really good enough, is that they die a few to make. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
you're only allowed to die like
Yeah, it's like
one or two times in mid game. Otherwise, your momentum is so.
I mean, I think the way I describe it is Dota is easier to play if you can make more mistakes. And anti-mage is a hero where you can make few mistakes and they're very punishable.
Yeah, but if you don't make mistakes on AM, that hero.
Yeah, you're just gonna win.
Really strong.
Yeah. And I guess that's why like a lot of like pro players. Well, I guess that's why he was quite popular for just like a week there. But then eventually they close out the game. I mean, Radiant even Dire even tried to take Rax here, but they just can't quite finish it out. And then it's just a good just
probably
good
got a bit like overzealous. They won like 2 good fights, and then they're like, all right, let's go get Rax. But actually, they're under no real pressure. They should just farm up a bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Wait for a Roche or something like that.
Yeah. And
this usually happens, like, the lower you go in divisions, the more you're gonna see this, like, high ground throw. One team goes high ground, they lose, and then enemy team walks high ground and loses. And
Yeah,
that happens, like, 4 times.
it's just a ping pong back and forth. High ground loses.
My Div 5 team lost because we went high ground. It was my call as well. Let's go, boys.
Yikes.
Oh, it's so bad.
In like higher level Dota, you see this way more where they, for like even like 4 or 5 minutes, you just play the map and you wait for like a Roche. You don't do anything dangerous. You maybe let like a support die or try to get one pick off, but you don't go for these fights or tower pushes when there's like too much risk. Just wait for a Roche. That's a big tip from 6k plus bracket. Wait for a Roshan, guys. It's very good.
Thank you. Well, yeah, eventually they all lost that game, even though on the screen right now it looks like they're winning. They won a team fight. They eventually they literally lose like right after this. So yeah, that was Div 2. So I thought that was just an interesting thing to look at. And yes, I don't know who you are watching on Fire 100, but man, Jihadi Swamp did feed a bit, but he did his role. He was very annoying for them to deal with. He was splitting out, pushing out those waves. Okay, let's make some predictions then. So Darba Dabawi. I actually think this could be a good series because I feel like, I mean, how is Darba's team done so far?
I don't know. I feel like the series is. I think the best series here is probably Dan Harroway, to be honest.
Darba's team lost 2 series, right? So
yeah,
far.
they've lost. They lost on game 3 both times.
And the Bowie
has lost.
I don't know. Did they lose both?
Yeah, they've lost. They've lost both as well. Yeah.
So
pretty badly. Pretty badly as well.
Giga losers.
Yeah, I mean I remember that you were like a hero should never be dying that many times in one game. It was a 0-15 Winter Wyvern. Neox was being brutal. Anyway,
I mean,
yeah,
you can go 0-15 on Wyvern if it's like a 60-minute game and you have fucking 30 assists, you know. But if it's like 0, 16, and 7 or some shit, and it's like 40-minute game, then you're probably just feeding a bit of pressure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do 2-1 Dabawi. Got COVID.
Yep.
I don't know. I like the Darba team, but I don't actually know many of their players that well. And judging by, I mean, taking games to game 3, it's not a, being able to win is a good thing.
At least Darba's taken games, right? The ball got.
Yeah, I don't really know many of the players on Darba's team either. I'm gonna go with Dabawi. I'm a big Takeshi fan, so.
Yeah,
I think Takeshi's pretty good for sure, but.
I do love every team, Holy Harry. I'm sorry. I get hyped about everyone in this league. It's fun. But I don't really know anyone on the Darba team. But I'm actually friends with people on the Dabawi team, and I know all of them quite well, so that's why I like them. Okay? All right? Don't like every
Wait, Neox, you're going for the Darba team?
Yeah. I mean, losing 2 series, 0, getting 0-2, it's not looking great. I mean, Darba went game 3 both times. It's pretty sure first series was pretty close as well, if I recall. So, I don't know. I think this Darba team is probably stronger. But I think both teams are not very strong.
I would agree.
Next up, we got Dan Haraway. Now, this Dan team, I think I said before, we're sleeping on this Tribo. Sleeping on Tribo.
Why are we sleeping on Tribal?
Because I think he's got I don't know, maybe a reputation, but I don't think it follows him around. I don't
He
think
does have a reputation.
I don't think it affects his game.
Yeah, no. I'll let you know this is a 2-0 for Harlow, just straight away.
What?
Got my boy Decay on there. I cannot go against my boy.
I mean, Decay has actually been putting on Decay has been putting in some performances this mini.
Oh, he's putting some shifts, and he needs to unwash himself. But once he's unwashed, he's definitely 6.2 KMO worthy.
Secret info: this Yuna guy got kind of ruffle stomped today by Crayon in this tournament we were playing.
Oh, really?
Fun fact for you guys. Yeah.
I mean, who hasn't been stomped by Crayon at one point?
Here, me, smiley face. Oh,
That looks too good for Crayon.
Once.
Oh. I'm gonna go 2-0 Dan's team. Swag Napa.
Lacking info, Mario. Lacking info.
Not lacking info. Never lacking
These are
info.
2 winning teams.
Yeah, these are 2 good teams.
It's kind of big falls. I'm gonna give it to Dan 2-1, but I think it's gonna be close.
Yeah, I could see Haraway's team maybe taking a game.
Oh, I can see him taking the series 2-0 easily.
Maybe
I feel like someone's biased.
See, Madsen knows. Madsen knows.
Madsen's agreeing, but I think you're sleeping on it. Okay, Walu Legatus Steg. Oh no, okay, this isn't the
This Legatus Steg team got stomped, right? And they got stomped first series as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're 0-4 so far.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to say them, because my boy Snufkin's on there, I can't. That team is hot garbage.
That team is
but
the garbage of Div 2 for sure.
Look at their group though. Their group is probably I think those 3 teams are really
I feel
strong.
like we looked at their Dota Bus games last deep dive, and it was not pretty at all. And I kind of called this team very bad at that point as well. So.
I'd agree. This team is not good, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to claim they are, but I'm just saying it's also quite a strong group.
Maybe they can make something happen in playoffs. We'll see.
I have to say about Snufkin, because I think Snufkin's such a player, man.
Oh, Snufkin is an absolute god. I played King of the Hill with him. Oh, I love Snufkin. He's great.
He's really good. And this Exela Madsen match, I think you guys, both Root and Neox did not think that Madsen would win. Oops, last time.
Yeah.
I don't. I always find it hard to bet against Madsen because he has Acid, man.
Yeah, I know.
Acid's he's just a game winner.
Yeah.
Acid is very, very strong in this bracket.
And so is SMMN for 10 coins.
Yeah. You have 2 players that can just take off against these teams.
Yeah. Yeah, I
We're
really
like
like
right
that
on the edge to being
saying that though,
one material, right?
Yeah, I mean Exela team is not bad either, is it? Like if we look at the players they have either.
Mm-hmm.
I think that looks like a fun
I mean,
team.
I would rather be on Madsen's team. Just that's what I'm gonna say.
No, and also I think they've been playing with a stand-in Exela's team. I don't think they've played with average yet. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, they had someone else standing for average. Yeah, I know it.
Oh yeah, they've been playing with the brother, Sardanapoulos.
Oh yeah, Sardanapoulos.
Sardanapoulos, that's the one. But average comeback's big. Average good player.
Well, that's pretty good if he gets his Earth Spirit, but I think he's gonna get banned out probably.
I mean,
isn't he pretty good on that hero?
I mean, yeah, he's really good on the hero, but I mean, are you going to use one of your first 2 bans?
Yeah.
And then they pick up
I would
first
definitely
phase?
use
I would as well, yes.
Like that.
Really?
Yeah. Whenever I see players who are really good on one hero and then it's like a drop off to their like A tier, I just spend that 1 ban, make them a lot less comfortable. It's usually worth.
But then I think so if you're really good at Earth Spirit, I feel like your position 4 mentality is going to be good on a lot of heroes.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's a hero that you have to have a really good.
I mean, we're not saying average is a bad player. I mean, average is a good player, but there's a difference between average on his Earth Spirit and average on anything else. I think is what Neox is trying to say.
Whenever I play Batrider, it's just very comfortable playing the hero. I don't need to think about any of my buttons or anything like that. So as soon as you ban that, I'm suddenly like losing a few hundred MMR just in like mechanical skill.
Yeah.
If I'm playing any other POS 5 or
then-
POS 4.
But then I think this Exela team also has that thing that we were talking about before, where it doesn't have a superstar. It has a balance, a really good
They're
balance.
pretty balanced.
Like Holy Harry, Sergeant Average support duo, really like that's good. Kuro Ame for 10 coins. I think he's
Probably
better
value,
than that.
maybe.
I think I think that's probably
I
value.
mean-
Rorin again hasn't played, but when he was playing, he was really good.
I think
So-
you kind of have to prove that you're value, right? If you're
Yes.
getting picked consistently in Div 2 for low coins as a like almost 6k, then you gotta
Yeah.
start performing, man. Honestly, like
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I'm not. Holy Harry's made me jump.
like I'm not flaming any of these guys, but like you gotta realize when your coin value like stays the same and you don't win any.
Yeah, I mean,
season,
it stays the same for a reason.
that's basically it. Yeah.
But I think this
think
will be
that's a
the
big
best
should take
series
it.
of the. I think this will be a really good series.
We all predicted the same results.
Yeah, I think it's this series, and then I think it's the Dan Haraway series that I'm really interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Right.
that would be good. Okay, let's go. Actually, hold on. I'm just making sure that we've talked about.
Yeah,
I
we
don't want to
talked
miss
about
anyone out.
everything.
The KK, the Walu team. I guess they're against the Gatisteg. There's a strong
mean,
team.
That game just kind of looks like a throwaway. Like this Waluis team is pretty good, and this team looks hot garbage. So yeah.
Oh, but Valerion has also been like crushed the game. Oh, did we watch this one?
The Div 2 one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
It's the Madsen team one where they almost won game 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I feel like I watched the Valerion game. Oh well, maybe
Oh well.
I didn't. But as far as I was aware, he was playing really well. Completed 3 days ago. Man, I
Yeah.
maybe did watch 2 games. I'm an idiot.
I mean, and this is like similar to the point I was making. If this guy is 0 coins and he's gonna perform, if you says
Yeah, the next
that he's
next
performing,
minute
he's
he
gonna
won't be
go-
0
next minute It's
coins.
gonna be like 15 coins or
Yeah.
something. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's go on then. Let's go into Div 3.
I just
No.
want to say right now, Mo, if
Yeah.
this game that I click on that I watch isn't my boy Pompo going 27-0 on Sniper, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Okay, it's not.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because this game, this is history being made. Legit Splits team better beat Denden's team.
Yeah.
Everyone, we all predicted 0-2 for Denden. But
Yeah.
I told you it was written in the stars, and I changed my mind because I had to go with my head. I didn't go with my heart. And my heart was saying the legit
You know what
Split
they say, man,
beats
right? Series
Denden.
like this,
Oh,
stat squad window, bro.
how does that squad win?
I'm
Flip.
not sure, but they
And
did.
I think that's my clip.
Mhm.
Is
Yeah.
this Div 3. Yeah, I sorry to Pompo, you deserve it. But man, Denden banning
like,
legit split, not taking it back. Everyone hashtag free legit split. It was so big. And then legit split's got this team. It's all it's all going crazy. It's all bad. Then he plays Denden's team and he wins. Damn. What?
Damn.
Yes. I'm sorry. I was so hyped. I couldn't believe that when I saw it. I was so hyped. Sorry, Pompo.
I don't know.
You're
I
an
mean,
amazing guy. I can't believe. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff to talk about in Div 3, but man,
Pompo went 27-0 just to get ignored. Sad.
he won't get ignored. Man, that's so funny.
Looks like
I'm just happy
Killer
that
Panic
legit split. I'm
standing in
just
for
happy that
someone in
legit
this
split
game.
won, and because there's been drama on that team, Madsen as well. That's why. That's why it seemed more unlikely that they were going to lose. Okay, let's watch that game. Let's give it a good old whirl. And I think this game can kind of come down to 2 things. Oh no, it was Valky. Oh no,
What?
so it wasn't Valerion I was watching. It was this Valky guy. The guy who's
Well, it
been
was
around.
Denden playing anti-mage. This was a second pick anti-mage as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, all the pros were
Oh.
doing it. So
Yeah. Are we gonna see another anti-mage that gets caught one too many times?
Probably.
This game
You
actually
like
isn't that interesting. I'm not gonna lie. The Drow is just really strong. The Drow plays well, and then they try to go on Drow Terrorblade and can't pick their targets, and then it's really hard to kill them.
I don't know. This Dented team they're all right. I mean, they beat us in the first series, but I feel like my team was stronger. I just fucked the draft for game 2 and 3.
I feel like if you pick Draw TV as 2 of your cores,
I think you deserve to lose,
and you
right?
don't get punished, I'm not sure what the enemy team is doing on.
Yeah, I think you should lose if you pick those 2 together.
Yeah, those 2 are not a combo. Don't pick this for any aspiring captains out there.
But then their builds are actually good. So 1, you've got the Vano who goes Greaves. 2, you've got Killer Panda Earthshaker.
Yeah.
Still,
I don't know why you would give him that.
I know. I don't know why you would give him.
I don't know. I'm playing Killer Panda like this week. I'm just gonna first on it, get it out of here.
Yeah. Just he's so good on. He's like it's what you were saying before about that one
he's
hero
not
just being
so good on it, but he's above his own level on
Yeah,
it.
which is why you ban it.
I think he's very good on it. And then, but then the TB, if you go forward to I don't know, he builds drums. And I know drums is a good item in general. I'm at 2:50 in the video ish.
Yeah.
And I know drums is a good item, but it's also it's also good itemization in this game of well, we're ahead, let's just keep pushing forward. And Killer Panda gets a saucy, I was going for another word but missed it, going for a saucy
Salami.
Echo Slam at one point. I actually watched his player perspective. Hold on, where is it? It's closer to the end. Oh yeah, here we go. Go to 4 minutes or go to the 5-minute mark in the game. I'm watching KP's perspective, and he's really quite far away, but he 4-staffs blinks. He's only got it level 2. I mean, they're 17k ahead, so that it's going to be something. But he's just watching, waiting for that Echo Slam. He sees it. Look at him go. Wow, very cool. And he just gets it back.
I mean, this is why you don't give players heroes they're comfortable on.
Yes.
Never in a million years would he make a play like that on any other support hero. I'm calling it.
I mean,
no, you're right. Yeah.
Maybe within a million years.
To blink into Echo is like a 6k plus player, right? You don't see anyone do that in lower brackets. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but I was loving them storylines, loving the fact that, and I think that legit. I mean, Madsen's saying that legit splits team is good. They just had internal issues which have now been solved.
Yeah, good to hear.
So yeah, right. Let's make some predictions. So we've got legit split. You're going up against Syrphx. Syrphx, how are you feeling going into this match? I mean, okay, we got it. Okay, I will give Pompo his moment in glory because damn. I mean, what happened? Did they just not punish? Was it game 1 or 2?
It was game 2. It's I don't know. We were discussing between Pugner and Sniper, who we wanted last pick, and it was such a free Sniper game that we gave him Sniper, and I didn't expect that performance. But I mean, it's nice when you just sit back, relax, play some offlane, and let your mid player carry you.
Yeah, he killed Wraith King 12 times. Oh, that is not.
Yeah, and then they had no heroes to get on top of him, and even when they got on top of him, he just turned around and killed them all. It was very nice.
Yeah, and he went. Did he just rush MKB?
I can't remember his item build, but he did go MKB quite early.
I mean, MKB, BKB, Hurricane Pike. I mean, his items are crazy.
Yeah, he had Mom as well. Yeah, Mom into MKB, I think.
Oh right, okay, Mom into MKB.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and then even when they did get on top of him, it didn't even matter because we had Chronosphere to help him out. And then I think Smile is the unsung hero of our team. He built third.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he's a really good player. He built third item Ags and just kicked anyone that got onto Pompo away. It was so funny to watch.
That's brilliant. I like that. I mean, look at that, 35 assists on a Tusk. I mean,
Pompo and Smile, they're just gonna carry me to Div 3 season win. I think. Ooh, very nice.
I think there's another team that is gonna have something to say about that, but I mean that score is really impressive on that Tusk in that game.
And I think. My carry player he's getting better. He's improving.
Why is he carry?
Because I think GOK is better than me. That's the truth. That's why I'm not playing carry.
I quite liked you as carry.
I mean, I think GOK is. I think he's better than me,
Is he immortal?
and I think he's. Yeah, he was ex-immortal player.
It's a more important decision to make as a captain. To really.
Yeah, I think he's better than me. That's why. And I think that his biggest problem is he doesn't talk a lot. That's his biggest problem, and I think it really annoys Scully to some extent because Scully lanes with him, and like sometimes like Smile will not say, GOK will not say anything. Like there's some games where he talks a lot, and then there's some games where he says like 2 sentences max.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's working on it because it's noticeable. Like we gave him some feedback of him like trying to talk more, and he's definitely trying. So
good to hear.
Yeah.
It was nice to get some improvements. That's why we're all here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you've got like, if you're deciding that your star player is going to be Pompo, which I
don't know. Someone said
3 coins.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's him and Vouchers, top mid laners of this division, and I don't think like the gap between them is not as wide as people think it is. I don't think.
Yeah.
People seem to overrate Vouchers compared to Pompo, but I don't think the gap is that big between them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, Vouchers is good. He probably should be Div 2, but Pompo is not far behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty good value.
I think that'll be a good game. I do think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so you think? I mean, who you're up against? Legit split. You think 2-0?
Yes. I mean, they were the very first team we scrimmed, and it was 2 games under 25 minutes. GG's for us. But obviously, their team is going to change now that they don't have 21 fiends, so they might be a lot better than back then.
Yeah, and Harry, he went for 3 coins. Everyone's 3 coins, and he's not even like that far through the draft. I mean, I know Bernard was. I know that Bernard was there also, but geez, man.
Yeah, I expected to go like 25 coins to him, to be honest.
I feel like in these lower division drafts, it's so much more about like who people want to play with, man, who their friends are. It's not uncommon that you see people like end draft with a bunch of coins left over. They just like spend 50 on whoever.
Yeah, I mean, look at Disturbed Joker. He had 100 and he only used 43.
I don't. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's because he's new, right? Like, he was just bidding on everyone. I think.
See most of these guys like open up pretty hard with coins and then they like taper off, or they're like somewhat similar the entire draft through. There's very few people use waste coins. So in some of these divisions, like I don't know, these captains don't really manage their money well.
Yeah, as I've always said, it goes Div 1 at the top, gradually goes down. Div 3 is the bottom in terms of interesting, then Div 4, then Div 5. Because Div 5 is where it's at. Let's go. Okay, so Disturbed Joker Den team. I think, judging by the history of how these teams have performed, Disturbed Joker not winning yet. I don't think. Oops. I think this Den team will win. Yeah, Nullagon isn't playing carry, which is a bit odd. Yeah, I think I'm going to give that one to Den. I mean, again, Zom was Div 5 last time. But that Den team is solid. They just need to know. I think Den literally outdrafted himself against Legit Split a little bit.
I mean, it's like this. Disturbed Jaywalker plays middle, but he like doesn't play the classic mid heroes. I think like if I go back to when I scouted him, he plays like Lone Druid, Legion Commander, and like Lion mid. And those are his like 3 most played heroes. And then it's like you go down to like the usual mids, and he's like. It's a tier above like his like Lone Druid and stuff like that, I think.
I mean, he's Divine 3 and a mid player. He should be contending.
Yeah, sure.
In that bracket, in this bracket, but
yeah, definitely.
He has played 20 matches with Zom this week.
Damn. That's dedication.
Yeah, like you can see. like you can see his games, right? Lion. I think they're all mid Lion. Like he's seems to be a big fan of this mid Lion.
Think that's debate. Think that's trash. Probably
Yes.
one of the worst mids
Yes.
you think of.
He's had a
Probably
rough week.
rather have like an AA mid at that point. So
Hey man, just remember when Shytek died to that guy who played AA mid who's in Div 5. Okay, let's go to the bench SSD team. I mean,
Do we have to talk about this team, for being honest?
okay, I wanna have a look at some of their scores in this last game against Vultures. I want to see what happened here. Okay, I mean it was a 33-minute game with 72 kills. Vulture died. I mean Bernard got a kill. Who did he kill? Can I see? No. Can I see somewhere who Bernard killed? I can. He killed Vultures.
Vultures want to explain? Vultures explain in the chat?
Vultures? Want to explain something?
I mean, yeah. Okay, but yeah. Check who won mid.
That's a good point, actually.
Bench Drew with Vultures mid.
Yeah. I mean, Bench is pretty good in lane from my standards, but he usually doesn't perform well later on.
Yeah, he's pretty good, but he has these moments of like where he just goes like 0 IQ.
Yeah, he does some really questionable things later on, and then you can't really have that on mid or carry. It's too costly. People like mid and carry, they need to consistently make good plays late game. Otherwise, your team's gonna lose.
This is so funny. Bernard and Bench for some reason on Dota Buff both set are middle and they won against Vultures. But I mean Vultures did go 13-5, but I mean, jeez.
I don't know. I mean, it's like whoever goes lower bracket and meets the bench stack, you're gonna be super happy, right? Because like I don't think you're losing versus bench in a lower bracket.
Yeah. You just given me an idea. You know how when they do football and they do the brackets and they pull out the little balls, the little ball cup things?
Yeah.
I should do that. That should be
it.
And I'll
it's
do
like
it live.
Like the FIFA draw for
yeah,
I like it. Yeah. I mean, I told my team we're going lower bracket to verse bench. That's what I told them.
Like every captain in, and then they have to like draw.
That's funny. We might do that. Could be fun.
That would be fun.
Okay, yeah. So that's got to be SSD. I mean, the SSD team, the Brainy Gonzo team. Let's see how they're going on as well.
I thought that team was the strongest in the whole division.
Team strong.
I thought they were the strongest, but then Vulture's team beat them. So
did Unholy show up to?
Yes, he did. He did show up. I accidentally banned him. I don't know. I only seen one of their games here.
I
told
you last week that this Unholy guy is pretty good.
Yeah, like if you look at the SSD team, I think on paper they're the best team in the Division 3.
I think that's fair.
I'll put it this way: I was quite surprised that the Vultures team beat them.
I don't know. I feel like Fred and STL are kind of undervalued at their coin value. I think they do their roles very well. If they're not, they're not stars, but they still do their. I don't know. I like that Vultures team. So, but yeah, I'm not seeing much on Dota Buff, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But that's okay. So, yeah, please ticket your games, two boys. I don't know if they're ticketing their games or not. Hold on, let me just go back.
Or maybe they got like a forfeit or something like that. I don't know.
Where would it be? Announcements. Yeah, well, it's showing up here, so. Okay.
I don't know. I did notice in like the Group A is very close. Like I think anyone can go up a bracket, while Group B is like very not close. That's what I noticed when I did look at the groups.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on to Vulture's Lightning game. Lightning, they lost last week against this SSD team pretty badly, actually. That's the Poly team. Joel, my boy, I love Joel.
Yeah.
This team has some issues, I think, from talking to Polly.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, they won.
Do
you
have any drama? Any specifics? Smiley face. Hello?
I don't have any specific drama.
Oh, unlucky, man.
Sorry.
I like me some juicy drama.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I got talking to people in the chat.
Oh,
So I mean, from talking to Polly, he said that he doesn't really think Joel is that good. He rates Joel, and I rate Joel quite high, but Joel hasn't played a lot of Dota recently. I think it's like he plays his official, that's it, and he hasn't played like pubs in like 2 months or something like that.
Fair.
So I think Polly's not very happy, but I don't know. I think this team is one of the stronger ones on paper, at least.
Yeah, I still can't see this Vultures team losing.
Well, you can or can't.
Can't. I think this Vultures team is very strong.
Really?
Yep. They haven't dropped a game yet.
I don't think they're that strong. I just think they're in the fucking weaker group.
that might be true.
No, I actually I think
you look at the 70 coin player, right? He's a puck player. You ban his puck and then he plays nothing else. It's like I scrimmed the Vultures team, and granted they didn't have Fred, I think, and they didn't seem that strong to me. But then again, I think they were fucking around in the scrims, so I'm not sure. But
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to rate team strength in scrims.
Yes.
Maybe they're just trying out new stuff.
Yeah.
Things like that, not taking it super seriously. Yeah. I think this Vulture team should be stronger.
I think they are. I think they're top 3 for sure, but I don't think they're as strong as you think they are, Molio.
Maybe.
Like you seem to think that you seem to think they're an insta lock for the Division 3 win, and I don't think that's true.
It may not be true, but Fred is consistently wins already 2 events. Like the boy is so decorated, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, true.
And STL is like super consistent. Chuckle Mouse and Vulture. I don't know. It's just a good team. It's just a good team. So, but we'll see, Syrphx. We'll see. I mean, I talk big smack about my own team and then lose really badly. So what up?
Yeah, same, honestly.
That's what's gonna happen.
Except for the losing part.
God.
Alright, Mojo's dying.
Sorry.
Yep. I don't know. I think every team in Division 3 is quite close, apart from the bench team, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that team is just like they barely Div 5 standards. So you know.
Yes.
Oh, they'd beat us in Div 5. Don't you worry. Okay. So Syrphx, what are you thinking for that Vultures Lightning game?
I'd say I have to give it to Vultures. Kill 2 of them, I think. Like his team has been showing consistent results.
Yeah, I agree. They should win. I think this team might.
I think if they don't win, they're not taking the game seriously. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, I mean it's very easy to get overconfident and lose focus.
Yes, definitely.
Just throw. But I can't see them losing the entire series. I don't think that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like losing focus in one game and losing.
Yeah, I can see them losing one game, but I think if they're playing dead serious, dead focused, I think they won't drop a series in Group B.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, let's go to Div 4. Now, I would probably. I would probably go to watch some of the Dota game live, but my internet legitimately probably can't handle Dota at the same time as streaming, so sorry, chat. But we'll just do Div 4 and then we'll go on to Div 5. Okay, so let's have a look at the Div 4 results. We have got Readydas beat Luke team, which I didn't think would happen, but you and Rue seem to have info on that. KCC's team got beaten by Regu, which I thought, you thought, yeah, we all thought that would happen. Deadly Taunt beat Mouse. Yep. Other than you thought the Mouse team might prevail that, and Chris got beaten by Ben. Oh, which you guys and I got right, of course. Okay.
That's some clean predictions, Mojo. Except for this one.
Thank you. I just got the one wrong. I got the one wrong, I think. Yeah. but the video clip that we're gonna watch is Rinku on Ben 1 team. He smashed them. He has played so well. Like, why is he not playing like why is he not playing like this in my pubs?
Didn't he do this last series as well? I think he performed really well, right?
Yeah, and in the first day, in the first game day as well, he was playing really, really well.
He did beat hard mid.
He did beat hard mid. They lost second game though. Did they lose second game? Yeah, they did. What did Rinku play? Oh, he played Puck. Yeah, I think Puck is a hero that you need to play around well, and I think.
Wait, Rinku beat Zoran B mid?
Yeah, man, and that's why
I thought Zoran B is the best. I thought he was the best mid laner in this division.
I also chose this because I feel like Zoran and Rinku are both undervalued. Like, no, they always do well against people above them. So I wanted to pick
They're
up.
They're both like underdog players.
Yeah. And they both do quite well. So I thought we'd do a matchup with them where we could see.
Actually, I take that back. I think Lavi's the best division for mid laner.
Debatable. Sure.
So I thought we'd just watch a bit of their laning phase and maybe make some comments on their laning.
Sure.
So I think Leshrac loses to Quap mid.
They don't seem to be abusing creep aggro. That's one thing I noticed.
I mean, this is Div 4 as well, so we're also getting down.
I mean,
Rinku will use creep.
You're gonna see some parts missing in like laning when you get down to this MMR. It's like the reason they're at this MMR is because they don't really have all the parts of the kit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like maybe you have really good CSing abilities, but you don't know how to abuse tower aggro and creep aggro. Don't know how to like harass or trade well. Like when you start getting all of these pieces is when you're actually gonna start becoming a good player. Like 5k plus or whatever.
Yeah. So Rinku went like 12-2 in this game, and he played well. I mean, I'm at 2 minutes 20 in the.
I think it's very impressive to only have 2 devs on Quap. I think Quap is a hero that's
I think it's you're extremely easy to blink in the wrong place or something like that and get Reaper swiped.
Like one bad blink and you're just dead. That's why I think the hero is very hard to play.
It goes back to what I was saying earlier, like with heroes and like Dota's easier if you can make more mistakes.
That's why I love the offlane.
I mean, if you're good enough compared to your opponents, then just go for these heroes that require a bit more skill and have like higher cap, you know. Like Coop can really pop off if you play it correctly and if you don't feed these like 3-4 times in mid game, then the hero is a beast.
Yeah, it's also like dying on Coop feels like super bad.
Yeah, dying on Coop is especially if you're like trying to make a rotation or something like that. And you fuck up and die, costs you like so much. Yeah,
your momentum just kind of stops.
Yeah, I mean he picks up a cheeky kill in the mid lane.
And I saw that.
And I mean the mid lane's going well, but what I really think Rinku does well this game is that he's always just like there at the right time.
I feel like he's pressuring this Lash really hard. He's not giving him like a passive farm lane. He knows he's stronger. He blinks on top of him and he daggers him and he forces him to fight.
Yeah.
Like it's very easy if you don't know how strong you are or like how strong your hero is, that you just go passive in a lane that you're actually should be winning.
I also think he can do that, right? Because if you look at the support, right? I mean, top has to deal with Slardar. You don't really want to rotate away from that lane because you can get dominated. And then who else is going to gank him? A bounty hunter?
This bounty can't really show up.
He doesn't do anything in that lane.
Witch Doctor
pretty free,
probably stuck this lane. Yeah.
And I think also in Div 3 people are not chatting about Raikiri. Raikiri's a really good offlaner. I mean he was and I think again.
What team is he on?
He's on this Band 1 team, so he's on the NQ team in the Radiant in this game.
Oh, okay.
He's a Slardar. But he's a really good player. And people were very surprised that he didn't get Div 2.
And this is also a thing, if mid is getting hard pressured and your silence are not going well, then it's like basically impossible to help out your mid.
Yeah.
Because then your carry or your offlane gets even more sacked.
And this Necrophos did not have a nice game.
I mean, that was a very ambitious chronosphere.
Yeah, I mean,
so I'm quite surprised it worked out.
The reason why we're watching this is because I saw that Necrophos died at 50 minutes, 60 minutes, and 17 minutes. So I was like, oh,
that's rough.
But then look, here's Rinku in right time, right place.
Yeah.
And he does. I mean, nothing comes of it, but I still think he just played well. And then here he kind of looks in the mid lane. He knows he's a co-op, knows his hero, comes in and he gets his kill.
Yeah, I mean it's very good of the Radiant to do that because they know that Necrophos is dead and they can't help him. I mean, what is Necrophos building? Is he not building?
I think he's going pipe. Yeah, pipe. Even though he looks like he's
overall, I think good performance from Rinku.
Yeah, definitely.
Hero, well, looks very comfortable. Like he's moving around the map like he should. Like he's not making any mechanical mistakes. Very good.
No, he's been playing well this mini. I'm really surprised. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I always knew Rinku was a decent player for his Hamma.
He throws. He's like, I like see him play really well. And he's like, okay, let's go play a pub. And I'm like, great, let's do it. We're gonna win, right? And he's like, yeah, of course we're gonna win. And then he's like, oh, let me do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm like, no, please don't do it. And then he's like, Shadow Shaman mid.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm like that in a way. It's like, in officials, like, officials are just so much different to pubs. Like, I'm just so much more focused in officials than I am compared to pubs.
So, Iki was watching one of my replays to help me out because he's a boy. And Hansworth just did what I did, which is go up into high ground vision. With no vision, rather. Go up into high ground with no vision. Even if it's like...
What, to try and place the ward or just...
Yeah, he was just walking there just in the farm.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Rinku had a good game. They eventually won that series. I think this Ben 1 team has been on the edge of... I know, sorry, Lavi. But I just wanted to see the Zorn-B Rinku matchup because both of them are kind of like... equally rated in terms of can play above their MMR, but often don't. So I just thought that would be interesting to watch. Okay, let's make some predictions. So we got the Redidas Regu game. Now this Regu team is looking really good, like really good. I think have they won?
Yeah, they look like a nice team.
They won both their series, right?
Yeah, both their series. Dropped one game in the first week.
And dropped one game this time?
No, they 2-0'd. They 2-0'd.
It says 2-1.
Oh.
Does Mouse's team drop the game?
Oh, sorry, I'm on the Regu game, sorry.
Oh.
No, not Redidas.
I thought you were talking about Redidas team.
No, the Regu KCC game. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, Sparta popping off. I mean, I've never really known Sparta, but he's in terms of Dota, but he's playing really well this mini. Maybe
Sparta's a pretty okay player. He never really puts enough time into Dota to be any more than that. He's like fine at where he's at.
I think that's the most important thing. If you're fine with where you're at, then.
I think both him and Regu, they don't really care about getting a lot better. They want to kind of just be on this like decent level, just good enough to like play semi-competitive. No, chilling.
I mean, Kanto in KCC team is a carry-ish player, and I think having him not on carry is maybe a bit of a mistake. Oh yeah, if you're listening, KCC Kanto, you should be playing carry. KCC should be playing offlane. I'm not sure if that's what's been going on, but I think that's how you.
Hot take.
I don't think that you guys should be. I mean, if it's not working, you should try swapping roles. And that's a PSA for all teams. If it's not working, swap some roles. If you have some players who play it but a lower MMR, or like whatever it is, just especially in groups, don't be afraid of just making those small changes. See what happens.
I mean, even in our team, right? We tried out some different like setups with our team.
It's further down carry now, right?
Yeah, and we started off with the idea of Kalimu carry 4, and then we swapped it around. So
everyone was flaming me for that last pick as well, Neox. Can you take credit for that? Because that was not me.
That was me, but
I mean, it's fine. Yeah,
it
it's
looks
fine.
really strong. Like the games we had today were absolute stomps. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you guys, I mean, I said it before, right? I mean, I'm fine if you guys are enjoying it, but if you guys don't win and make me a Division 1 winner, I'm gonna be super sad.
Well, you gotta get through my team. Okay,
No pressure.
so let's Ready-Das beat this Luke team. Yeah, this Luke team, I think we were a bit unsure.
Here's a question for you: Who's
Yeah.
the strongest team in Division 4? Would you say?
I think honestly, probably the regular team.
Yeah, I was gonna
My
say
opinion.
Regu or Deadly Taunt team. I think.
Yes, I think it's personally, I think it's either Mouse's team or Lavi's team.
Interesting take. I mean,
Because I still don't understand how Lavi wasn't adjusted. Like, how is he allowed to sign up at flat 4K?
That's maybe. I mean, but maybe he just overperforms. You know.
I don't know, man. Like, he is definitely flat 4K MMR, but he's. I mean, I've played with him. He's. I don't know, man. He has great ideas on how to play the game. He drafts good. I wouldn't say he's a 4K player at all.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's true.
Maybe a bit better in a team environment. I don't know.
But this Luke Skyfaker team, I do not think is the team. I don't think they have quite performed so far. Deadly Taunt's off the Mouse team. I think that could have been an interesting series. I'm going to go to game 3 of that series in the Dota Buff. Because I feel like Grimjo is...
He plays mid on that team, right? And it's Juke safe lane.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I think so. Yeah, I think
Sorry,
it's...
the Void. We got to look at the Faceless Void mid. Because that was kind of crazy. Was that game 1? Yeah, so Lavi went 19-4 on Faceless Void mid. Early drums.
Yeah, he somehow always manages to lose the lane, but like just comes back. It's I don't know.
I actually love the Ags on Void as well. I think it's actually quite an underrated item.
Axe Void?
Yep.
I think it's good in very specific matchups. Otherwise, it's kind of bad.
Yeah, I think it's matchup dependent.
If you're playing into Illusion, you want to go, or like many units, you want to go Void Axe. Like, if you're playing into Peel, it's one of the best counters is Battle Fury Axe Void. You basically do like, you kill all the illusions and you do like 1k plus
it's
damage.
so good, yeah. It's so good.
Very...
I just always feel like it adds an extra layer to Void when he's trying to pick off those supports quickly. And when I'm playing support into Void Ags, I'm like, oh, this is awful.
If you're not like playing into those illusion heroes, you can get it at like, it's like a 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I don't think you don't need to rush it. That's for sure. It's a good enough item to get later on in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell the guy in a pub that I played who went Midas Ags and completely crushed my team. Was devastated. But that's a good performance. I mean, yeah, I think you're right. I don't think Lavi he's flat 4K. Jeez, Ancient 3.
Yes, I know exactly why he loses MMR as well. It's because he's like behavior score is so low that he gets like absolute like toxic people in his game. Yeah, and he just kind of gives up as well, which is an interesting thing about him.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the build though. Drums, Mom, BKB. Very mid-esque. It's good. Yeah, so he beat the Mouse team, and then as we just saw, the Ben 1 team saw off the Chris team. So let's make some predictions. So we look at Regu Ready-Das. Now Ready-Das won. Did he win the week before? I think he did, if I'm not mistaken.
Ready-Das has been playing quite well from what I hear.
Ready-Das has been playing well. They've only dropped 1 game so far.
Read those popping off.
Yeah. From what I've seen and what I've heard, he's meant to be absolutely carrying his team to victory.
Huge. And he has the boy, the man, the ogre.
True. Ogre boy sniper.
Between them.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. Unbeatable, honestly.
Yeah.
He has Cheshire Cat as well. I mean, I played against him like in the Tiny, and he was on one of my mini teams. Like he's a support player, but he plays mid on this team, and he plays like the like the DP heroes, the stuff like that. And his mid isn't horrible, to be honest.
I'm also just gonna call boring game of the week is this game 3 of Ready Das team versus Luke's team. Is it a 41-minute game with 40 kills?
I don't know. I feel like Luke got absolutely shafted by Hab drafting, to be honest. Like, because I know Luke wasn't there, was he? So Hab drafted for him, and he has like 3 offlaners.
Oh yeah.
And I'm quite good. I'm good friends with Falls, and I've been talking to Falls and Grozomag.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they both don't rate each other's offlane, which is really weird. Because I think it's Falls that plays 4. Falls doesn't rate Grozomag's offlane. Grozomag doesn't rate Falls' offlane. It's very weird.
That's funny. Well, maybe just leaking some info. They can sort it out. Good luck, boys.
Yeah, they can sort it out. It's not our problem.
But yeah. Okay. So I don't think the Regu stack's going to lose in this game. I think Radias could maybe put in a good shout, but I think Regu's still going to win.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be 2-0 as well.
I'm thinking more of a 2-1. I think this Raiders team has potential. I think it's going to be pretty close, but the Regu team should edge them out.
Yeah. Syrphx.
Yeah, I think it'll be a 2-0.
Yeah, because I feel like this Ready Ass team is still trying to figure out themselves a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like Regu's team already has themselves figured out, which is a big advantage when you're going into like a team that hasn't figured themselves out yet.
Yeah, definitely. KCC Luke. Oh, the bottom of the barrel, as it were.
Yeah, true.
If KCC put Kanto on carry and KCC on offlane, easy 2-0. If they don't, I don't know.
I'm not so confident in that.
Lavi's saying that Grozomag is underrated. Yeah, I think. Hold on.
Grozomag is underrated. He definitely is. But he's. I don't think he's that underrated as like what Lavi thinks.
Look at his pub profile. He's played a lot of Profit. Not a great win rate, but he plays a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't play ranked a lot. He plays like in the 5-stack kind of things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's played 6 games with Falls and Gunner, who are in his team. It's quite a lot of games, honestly.
Yeah, I think they'll sort it out because Grozer is a nice guy and so is Falls, so I'm sure they'll sort it out. I'm not sure about that, Lavi. I'm genuinely not sure about that.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna give. I think. I'm gonna give 2-1 to Luke. I think. Oh, that's Syrphx's lane. I'm sorry. Oops. Very bad for that. Yeah, I'm gonna give 2-1 to Luke. But I could see if KCC's team managed to fix some of their issues, I could see that KCC team winning.
I don't know. I can see both of these teams winning, but I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah. And then we got Lavi or Deadly Taunt, sorry, Ben 1 team.
Rinko looking pretty clean.
Yeah. Rinko looking clean. Akiri is a good offlaner. DMWP.
FPJ is also pretty clean gamer.
Yeah, I know. I think this will be a good series. Really
I think this will be the series to watch for Div 4 on Sunday.
Yeah,
should be a really good series. I think though Rinko looked very strong. I'm gonna give it to him.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to Lavi's team.
Okay.
Oh. I did rate Lavi's team number 1 as soon as the draft ended.
It all just depends on who they get to replace the missing player, right?
Yeah,
because I think Lavi's team has a very strong base, right? Like he has SDJ in the offlane. SDJ is criminally underrated, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
and then he has and then Lavi plays mid, and I mean everyone knows Lavi, I think, so not much to add to that. And then they have Pyres, and I know Pyres and Lavi play quite a lot together, so. And I think Lavi is like underrated in his shot calling because I think that's the thing he does best in the game, shot call.
Okay, interesting. Oh no, I have played a game. I've played franchise, but those were weird games actually. He was playing offlane, but he was making lots of plays.
Yeah.
But he says STJ might be playing mid at least once.
So. Okay. If that's true, I have to take a game off. So they won't 2-0, they'll 2-1.
Yeah.
If STJ does indeed play mid.
I'm gonna stick with my boy Rinku because he's been popping off. I believe he can do it, and I know he wants to win, so he'll be stubborn about that.
Hopefully, more than him, like more people than him want to win.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
I mean, Rinku's weird though. He like sometimes he'll be like, oh yeah, I don't really mind if I lose this game. I can physically not play Dota at like less than 100%. When I'm playing, I'm trying my best.
I mean, being okay to lose, being okay to lose is a very weak mentality.
Yeah, he seems to have these like levels of, yeah, I'm like 50% in this, whereas I just don't have that. And then then we got the Chris Mouse game. Oh, I'm gonna give one game to Chris.
I think Mouse's team should win this game, and I think if they don't, it's gonna be an upset. Or it should be considered an upset.
Yeah, I agree with that. DMP.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against you guys.
All right, okay. Any particular reason, or are you just feeling spiteful?
I mean, they played into this Rinku, who I mean, from watching that video, I think he looks like one of the stronger players in this division, and they managed to get one game from them. So probably not as weak as it looks. That's what I think. I mean, both of these teams played against pretty strong teams, so it's kind of hard to judge, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, nice. Well, I have some other people who are going to come for my Div 5 stuff.
All right, sure.
Let's see if they are here.
Div 5. This is where me and you belong, Neox.
This is where I leave because I recognize 2 players in the pool or something. I recognize my boy Mojo.
I recognize a few players, not a lot though.
I recognize Sako.
Yeah, Sako, Icon, Okami, Thron.
Yeah, from.
Who else? That's about it.
For me.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so, well, I could talk to you a bit about my team because,
give us the rundown on your team.
We have gotten better. That's Hamma here, by the way. Hamma's here to chat.
Hamma, welcome.
Yeah. And I'm going to actually see if Greggy you're around yet.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Hamma.
And if there's 4 guests and it's just me, I might boot some of you, by the way.
That's fine.
Just because too many cooks spoil the broth, as they say in England.
Who plays what on your team, Mario?
I play 1, Lightning plays 2, Codename Chicken plays 3, Harlan Rogers plays 5, and Mr. Pink plays 4. It might change. Codename Chicken might go to 4, Mr. Pink might play number 3.
Have you been winning your games, or have you been losing your games?
We got 2 odd both weeks in a row. And I can tell you why. So week 1, we just got absolutely stomped by Hamma's team. Hamma's team is looking so good, man. So good. Week 2, we got kind of rinsed in the first game, but we had flashes of greatness. And then game 2 was quite close, and we were winning for like a large part of it. And then we threw, or more to the point, I threw, and then we lost. But I asked my Div 1 team to help me figure out why we lost. And Icky was very nice and came and coached me a bit.
Yo, Neox, you wanna come coach my Div 3 team?
Sure, man, sure.
So
I'll give them the rundown on how to be good.
So Hamma, you guys dropped your first series. Your first, not series, first game. What was that like?
Well, first of all, I want to say you predicted that would have been all to all in Div 5, so you're wrong.
Yes, I know. Pepe Hans.
So basically, my carry was faced versus Gondar in the offlane, which is my buddy.
You're the team that I drafted, aren't you? For?
Yes.
And he got completely like shut down, and he was kind of frustrated. So he made some poor choices in the game, like diving head in 1 versus 5. So we ended up losing the game. That's what happened.
And how did you guys pick yourself up after that win? Like, what did you? What were comms like? How did you guys get on with that?
When the game two draft started, I wasn't sure if I should ban the Underlord or not, because basically that guy apparently only plays Underlord or very close to that. And so I asked my team because I wanted to ban other stuff, and my team just responded like the Underlord wasn't the problem. We didn't lose because they played well. We lost because we played trash. So that was a very good sign, like good mentality. So we just drafted the way we wanted to draft and played our game and won.
You guys got 33 kills and they got 6.
Yes.
That's worse than what you did to our team, my team.
Yes, it is.
Thank goodness, man. Whew. Thought it was just my team that was trash.
I think a big part was that I decided to swap lanes, which I wanted to do before game 1 as well, but my team didn't do it. So basically, I put my carry versus their 1.5k carry, and that showed,
Yeah, that's fair. And then game 3 was just another similar story.
It wasn't actually, because lane went as game 1, so my Spectre was pretty underfarmed. He was a bit down, like his morale was down. So I kind of told him like, you don't worry, I'll make space for you. You farm. I just started split pushing everywhere, and eventually he got farmed, and we won.
Nice. I mean, and also in game 3, they let through the AA, which you gave TS Ketchup, and he's just apparently a god on this hero. Like
he is, and I wasn't aware. I didn't want to pick it, and I was wrong.
No, he like crushed Shytek with this hero.
I wasn't aware.
He's very, very good. So how are you guys feeling going into this next week? You're up against the non-esque team.
Yes.
Strong team.
Yeah, it is. It is. We actually play with M standing in for our carry in a scrim.
Okay.
And he's a very good carry. So I think it'll be close. It'll be a very close game.
Now, what you have to be prepared for against non-S team is the freaking halberds, man. They're like, guys, how do we win? Oh yeah, we just disarmed them all. Like, I think they had 3 halberds in both games we played against them. It was brutal. It was brutal. It was devastating, actually.
You know what's strong versus halberds?
What?
Magical damage, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, I think you could beat this team. I mean, we almost did, but we just messed up. I think you will win against that team. I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm just showing our graph for game 2. It was so sad, man. We need our win. But anyway, okay. So what are you going to give yourself? Sorry, I'll just write what you want as well. Boom, bada boom. Hamma. Neox. And Syrphx, who are going to predict on 0 info, but that's always the best.
That's fine. That's fine. I've got this.
Predict based on these names. Don't worry.
I think you're going to 2-1 non-S team. After playing both of you, I think your team felt.
I think Hammer's team tours them.
Yeah.
Basing that off 0 info, just my faith I have in Hammer.
Wow, that's nice.
I still can't believe Trash went for 1 coin.
I'm not a sheep. That's what I'm gonna say.
Did you say Neox?
Said I'm not a sheep, so I'm gonna go against the floor. Give this one to Nonesk, my boy.
Oh, you're the shepherd.
Also, just want to say thank you to the people that have followed. Again, please unclick the notifications button.
Well, you're not winning a game. Sorry, bro.
Actually, I think you'll find we are winning game. We have only gotten better. I mean, it's actually not a lie. Like, we have actually, like, our team is like, every game we've played has gone better. So
I don't know. I'm going with Neox on this one.
Just prove us wrong, man. You know.
Oh, of course.
the victory will taste even sweeter when you have doubters, you know.
It will taste sweet. I know it will. Yeah, I think this OLW team has lost as well. They haven't won a series yet. I think they've won a game. Yeah, they won that game 1, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But they haven't won a series yet. So I think that will be a good chance for us to see how we're actually getting on.
Apparently they're all having fun though, which is the most important.
Yeah,
thing,
and like my team's been so nice, and we've all had a really, really good time so far. So it's been great. It's been good so far. Then we got Greggy, who I did message to maybe come along, but I don't think he can make it.
Greggy's playing.
Greggy, he's still playing. Is the game still going on?
I'll check. Yes, it is. It's a very close game, by the way.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry, stream. I'm gonna try load up Dota so we can actually watch some of it, but I might drop some frames because my internet is
Neox, react to the ping.
really terrible.
Oh, what if you just open Twitch on the browser?
I 100% could not stream Twitch and watch at the same time. No, absolutely not. My internet is like, I use 4G for internet to put it in perspective.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
The game 1 was amazing to watch, by the way. You guys missed out.
I know. Mini.
There are 3 clips though, if you're interested.
Does anyone have?
You can watch Napa if you have him.
Yeah, I've got
streaming.
Let's see if I drop any frames. No frames dropped yet. Hallelujah. Okay,
Actually,
we're looking okay. No frames dropped yet. Nice. Okay, it must have just been because I was running Spotify and Dota at the same time. Okay, that's how we look. Who we got here? We have got Quap looking good. Who's that? Sinichi. We have got Void. It's actually quite a close game.
Who won game 1 of this game?
Who won game 1?
Sinek Dora.
Oh, really? Against the Bleepo team. Oh, interesting. Oh, the big Div 5 smoke was under wards. Nope. Nope. They're good.
I just give you a rundown on what happened. There was an Aegis dropped left outside the Russian pit. There was a Grimstroke Rapier who ended the game.
Oh, a Grimstroke Rapier?
Yep. Who stole it from his Tiny. Basically, he was on the ground and instead of leaving it to Tiny, he took it and just... Tiny art, by the way. Imagine with a Rapier, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. Right, they can actually push off of that because there's now no save. This game just looks quite close though. I mean, 50 kills. Well, who wins? I think I prefer the Radiant draft.
Can you click on Wind Ranger? I want to see her items.
BKB. Oh yeah, here we go.
Did they get the new track that allows you to travel over everything? I forgot what it's called.
That Queen of Pain's really tight.
Did they get spider legs on radio?
Ooh, big fight.
Sorry, my observing is not great. Well, was that 2 buybacks expended? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this Night Stalk is having a rough game, eh?
Yeah. I mean, he does kind
Wind
of
Ranger's
blown up.
I don't know. If they got RNG carried on Radiant, they'd get spider legs and give it to Wind Ranger, and then you can't peel off you when she beats you.
This Quap is really tanky. 15 armor, a Lincoln's, and repair kit.
Why has he bought the Lincoln still?
The Wind? The Wind Ranger, maybe?
I feel like Windrunner has some way of breaking Lincoln.
Yeah, definitely.
Like a
I mean, we are in Div 5, remember? Anything goes down here.
It's true.
If it's a good
I don't
item,
know.
it doesn't even matter about the game.
But if
Why
you,
didn't you
get,
just?
if you don't get
What about-
shackled, you don't die to win Ranger ult though.
Yes, but what about if you just buy Yules and you Yules are up and then you just blink away and then you're alive? Instead of buying like a 5k item for pretty much nothing.
I mean, I agree. Lingen is not the item, but if you think about it, like Pop dies with Shackle Plus.
Also by like Ghost Scepter counters. We're not
Yes.
really-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still think you get shackled, you kind of die though.
Yeah.
I'd also be down to see like an Aeon disc or something eventually.
Mhm.
I mean, she's
Yeah,
queuing one up.
it's a big Pog item late game.
Yeah, pretty fucking strong.
Yep.
You get Cronus feed, you just live, can't do anything.
But still, she's going so far on the utility end of things. I'm not sure. How
She has a
much
very
she's gonna-
she has a very defensive item build.
yeah.
It's
Like-
not a bad thing. It's
Like-
definitely not a bad thing.
Like, where's their damage coming from in this team?
Yeah, like the team lacks damage though.
Like, Fatal Bonds could accommodate for some of that. I mean, Sanjay.
I don't know. If this Drow is just allowed to hit people, which I don't think she will be able to, but if she is, she'll do a lot of damage.
Again, she's gone for the -6 multi-shot cooldown and then not the multi-shot damage, which is a bit weird in my opinion. But the two, I guess having a flipping 8.5 second.
I don't know. I mean, the
Crazy.
Radiant's draft is just so good, right? Because like they don't mind if they take the fight later or if they take the fight in like a shorter duration. Like they're fine with taking long fights and short fights. Whereas on the die, you kind of need to hope that you burst someone, and if you don't burst them, you're gonna die to their ults.
Someone's telling that Jakiro to flip and run. Run, Jakiro.
He's fine, I think.
Oh, no. Just remember, if you glimmer cape and then click your TP, you go back and... Okay, we'll stop watching this. I guess this looks kind of...
I'd be very surprised if Diane managed to win this game.
If you want to watch that game, head over to Napa stream. They're streaming it.
Oh, who's the streamer, bro?
What?
Who's his co-caster? Takeshi.
Takeshi, and I think there's one other there.
Oh, Mitos. Oh, that was actually a dope stream.
No, it's a great stream. Okay, let's
Almost
just quickly
as dope
finish
as this
out. So, Greggy, OWL, what do you think? I think OLW, rather. No, OWL.
I don't know, because I don't
I'm gonna
know any of these players.
I'm going to go 2-1
Actually, who's
for Greggy, because
Greggy team?
Bleepo, Crasher, good players.
Yeah, I mean, I did know that when I was in the draft for this, everyone seemed to rate Crasher, so...
Because Crasher's been like 4K before.
Crusher was Engine 5, but he's very rusty, very washed up.
Yeah. And then Thrawn, a poor Thrawn team, man. They have not had a good run of things.
Yeah, I thought that would be a better team, to be honest, looking at names.
Yeah, people rate them really highly, but nah, they haven't played well. Thrawn has not managed to carry his team to victory.
We screamed versus them, and I have to say, like, it was a very hard game. We won it, but it was a tough game.
Yeah. I think they could see out that signed team. I mean, Lofbergo's gone.
Next minute, I want to go Div 5. I need to sandbag.
Well, I mean, give your account to me, please. I'll do it in a week. It'll be gone.
Nice.
Be gone. Those are looking good. Okay. Hamma, do you want to... Oh, do you have a sheet? Sorry, Hamma. Sorry, Hamma.
He's not actually sorry.
Here you go. I put the sheet in Discord.
On the bottom of my heart. Hamma.
And you can click on and put in some predictions.
Okay.
And thanks to you guys for coming.
Well, I think you put the... Did you put your prediction in my box again, Mario? For the Thrawn...
Yep, I did.
But-
I did.
Something I would do.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You think? Yeah, I think that's a fair prediction for the Blank Non-esque series.
I'll give you the win, Moyo.
I'm
Do
going
you
with
think-
my boy Neil.
You've played both of our teams. What do you think?
I think it depends how OWL plays.
How much
'Cause,
I feed?
I've been speaking with Gondor as well, so I have some inside info, which I'm not allowed.
Yes, I mean I am IRL friends with the captain of that team, that with the Gondor team.
Okay.
Really?
And I don't. Yeah. We go to the same university, and we've been friends for ages.
That's interesting.
But let me just say, I have no faith in that team. None. My faith is gone. But I still But I still, just on principle, cannot put Moyo down to win the series.
I agree.
I think Moyo will win the series, but I'm not going to put him down for that.
Bro, I missed making Mojo stronger. All right. He needs the doubters. He needs the haters. That's how he becomes strong.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm Scottish. The more you think we'll do badly, the better we'll do. And the more you think I'm going to do well, the worse we'll do.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll be surprised if the Owl team wins a game.
They've won.
Well,
They've won a game.
I meant a series because when I was drafting for them, I wanted to pick Crasher, but I had to save coins for friendly guys, so I was very upset about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, anything's possible in Div 5, right? I mean, it's should be very close.
Yeah. And Hamma's gone with OLW beating the Greggy stack. You guys not believing in the Greggy stack?
Syrphx I don't know who's on the Greggy stack. I mean, I know there's that Crasher on there, and so people rate him. So
Bleepo's good. And you think?
No, I think OLW is a pretty strong team right now. That's
yeah, fair. And then you guys are all not believing in my boy Thrawn. All not believing in my boy Thrawn.
I don't know. I thought isn't Thrawn meant to be like the best player in this division on one at least?
He's probably the best one in this division. Yeah, maybe M has a shout of that as well.
Yeah, I'd say M, to be honest.
Or Teratis, man. That guy's been playing really well. Like
he is, yeah.
He's really good.
Neox. Yeah. Let's stand back all the way to Div 5 so we can win a mini.
Bro, if I had to sandbag to Div 5, it would take like 15 years.
Yeah. Don't worry. You got this, bro.
Bro.
I think you guys would struggle in Div 5 more than you think you would.
You think so?
It's the Wildlands, man. Your team could be doing flipping anything. Like, sometimes I look at them and I'm like, oh, what are you guys doing? Oh, don't know.
I think Neox, who is a support player, would just own everyone there. I don't think it'd be much of a competition for Neox.
Yeah, I would run this map.
I mean, I don't even think he needs to micro his team. He just mutes them all and wins the game.
Maybe. You guys lack info in Div 5. It's big, strong place. Okay, well, we're going to end the stream there. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And if you're watching this on YouTube, that's great. I'll try to get it up relatively early so you've got some time to watch, and I will timestamp it on YouTube. But thanks very much to everyone who joined. Thanks, Hamma, for popping in at the end to give us your thoughts about Div 5.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, we'll see you all later. That's been fun. Go watch the Napa stream.
Yeah, go watch the Napa stream.
Yeah.
Agnitos, Takeshi,
Can I raid them? How do you raid someone? That's so exciting.
Is it /raid Napa? No, what's Napa's Twitch?
Channel. Yeah, can you get his Twitch for me?
It's like it begins with a V.
Yeah,
it begins with a V.
Hold on. I'm gonna get it from Discord.
I'll put it on
like
Twitch.
I'll
put it on Twitch. I have it here. Here you go.
No, non-esque. I did not want to look at game 1. Thank you very much. I did not want to look at my 2 and 16 Ursa, wherever it is.
You played Ursa, what, 2 and 16?
Yeah, we're just not going to talk about that. Okay?
What? Who are you against in lane, William? What heroes?
I was up against a Grimstroke and someone else. I can't remember.
Very rare for us to lose lanes.
Right, I'm gonna raid his channel. Right,
Peace
thanks
out,
very much, guys. See you later. Appreciate it a lot. Thanks everyone watching.
Bye.
Remember not to click the follow button. Click the follow button. Unclick the notifications. You do not want notifications from this channel. Okay. I think that should be us raiding. I'm not actually sure how raids work.
Yeah, it says you are raiding Napas.
10 viewers are ready to root. Nice. Oh, that's so exciting. He'll see this from Boyo as well. Oh, that's so cute. That's actually so wholesome. Bob Ross.
It depends. Does Nappa have like the? Does he have the what is it, like an announcement thing on?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but he can get the viewers. Okay, bye guys. I'm just gonna click right now.
Yeah. Nappa going crazy in cast actually. Wait, was he not allowed in the lobby? Why is he spectating?
They chose to. I don't know why.